long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
It's not even 10 in the morning and we're shouting.
Hello and welcome to Moving Up, episode 15.
Yeah, 15. Goodness, time flies when you're having fun. If you couldn't tell from our opening there, we're going to be talking about Star Wars today. We're going to be talking about all things Star Wars. There's not much on, and we're pre-recording these episodes so we can hammer down the disc next week while I'm away and stuff. So we're going to talk about Star Wars, but before we get onto that, Adam went and saw Ghostbusters Frozen Empire for a second time.
I did. So twice in 2 days over the opening weekend.
Quite a commitment.
Yeah. I took Guy the first time with you, and then Saturday night went along with my other brother Harvey, who I don't think had seen a Ghostbusters film before. And he found it to be a little bit spooky at times. He doesn't like the sound. I think the volume in iSense is a bit overpowering because
It is quite a lot.
bless his cotton socks. Every time I take him to the cinema, we always wind up going in iSense for some reason. Like I saw Dune with him back in 2021, and he didn't like that either. But you know, at the end of the films, he has actually turned to me and said that was really good. So it's always nice taking him to see a film beyond Sing 2, you know, his typical canon fodder. But yeah, I just wanted to say, second time round, I think I enjoyed it more. I felt more comfortable with some of the issues I had first time round, and people have said that on Twitter that Ghostbusters fans, I think, will quite enjoy it. It's a lot to take in. I think they do a lot of different stuff with the Firemaster things and the ghost girl that they make friends with, but actually I think it fits in well enough, and I warmed to it a bit more. I like the villain. He does still go out quite quickly, but I think just the dread that they instill with you with the ball thing, and especially James Acaster as well. I thought second time around he's really great in the role. He's only got a small role, but when he like picks up the orb and then drops it, he shouts. I think like the whole build up and the cuts and everything like that is really good, and I think it's got an epic sort of scale to it, and it's funny. It's got some heart. Yeah, nice. I think it's solid. I think it's a bit of a comfort film, and definitely liked it more second time around.
You said you might even go see it for a third time.
Yeah. It depends how progressive I am with my dissertation, or productive rather, but we'll see. I think it'll be a nice thing to watch over Easter weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, by the time this podcast comes out, Easter would have been and gone.
Goodness.
So if you celebrate Easter, hope you had a good Easter. If not, hope you had a good spring. Well, spring's only just started, isn't it? Hope you had a good, end of March.
Perfect.
Got him. Got all the demographics there.
I'm going to go catch it with my little, should I say, because we're releasing this after, as you said. So I've been and seen this with my little brother over Easter. And
should we record two different versions? We can cut them out.
Cut them in.
And you'll say, we both loved it, or we both hated it.
I hated it. So I'm looking forward to showing him because I think he'll like it. And he's really excited to go see it because we're both Ghostbusters fans. So I'll let you know his opinions when we're on the next podcast. But for now, I believe that's it with Ghostbusters.
Yes, let's get in. Yeah. To Star Wars. Star Wars,
Adam. What a huge thing, a huge task to try and talk about. But
we've learnt our lesson by doing the MCU episode we did a couple of weeks ago, and we've learnt that don't pair such a big task up with another subject like the Oscars, because both of them could easily have been separate episodes, and we waffled for ages. So we're going to keep this one focused on Star Wars, all things Star Wars, mind. A bit of animated stuff, bit of live action films, TV shows. We're going to try and give you our thoughts on everything we've seen at least. So a good place to start, I suppose, is, do you remember your first memory with the Star Wars franchise?
So I don't have a specific memory, but I remember like my early days. I think I would have been probably about 4 or 5, and I remember being shown like the original trilogy on VHS, and I remember my dad having all the figures, and getting those down from the loft and letting me play with them, or the actual ones from the 80s. And I think it just went from there. I don't have a specific memory, but I just remember loving it, watching it, and then I remember being able to, because of the age I was then, I was able to go straight and watch Phantom Menace, and I was able to go watch Attack of the Clones, and then I actually got to see Revenge of the Sith in cinema at 6 years old or whatever. And I remember that. I remember going to that and being like, going with my dad to view in Portsmouth and watching Revenge of the Sith in the cinema. I remember loving General Grievous. That was my favourite character from that film. I remember, I don't remember much, but I just remember certain things. I remember my favourite part of the OG trilogy was the Jabba's Palace part. I think I remember watching the Jabba's Palace, Jabba's sail barge part of Return of the Jedi every single day. I just watched the first 20 minutes, turn it off.
Yeah.
First 20 minutes, turn it off. After school, every single day. Yeah, I remember loving it.
Lovely. So I think for me, again, I don't really have a particular memory, I don't think. I would say I got into Star Wars kind of late into my life because my parents aren't big on films, really. My dad likes James Bond, but growing up, my mum liked... No, she didn't even like Mamma Mia. She just watched it, I think, twice and couldn't get through it. So I just remember her watching that on the TV at points. And then what else? Bridesmaids she used to put on as well, which wasn't really appropriate for me, but there we are. They didn't show me Star Wars, unfortunately, but especially when The Force Awakens came out, I actually didn't see it in the cinema. I sort of was like, oh, that looks fun. I remember listening to everyone come back after the Christmas holidays and be like, oh my gosh, when Han Solo dies, my mind was blown. I was like, oh, this sounds cool. I want to get on this, which is pretty late. So I would have been in year 8, I think, by the time I got into it, which is kind of mad. 2016 it would have been. And even then, I was then a Star Wars fan, but I wasn't ready to see Rogue One by the time the next year rolled around, which was such a silly mistake on my part. Anyway, it was always on my periphery, and I kind of knew some mates that had posters of Star Wars in their room, and I'd like go around and play Lego Star Wars with them and things like that. So it was always, I knew Star Wars, like I knew the twists and the turns and the overall kind of plot lines.
It's like a pillar, isn't it, of pop culture, geek culture. Sure. It's always there, isn't it? No matter how, if you're nerdy or not nerdy, or if you like them or don't like them, it's always there, isn't it? No matter what way you are.
Yeah, and I think the first film I would have seen probably was, well, definitely the first one I saw in the cinema was The Last Jedi. I saw Solo and I saw The Rise of Skywalker, which are...
That's 3 films that...
The only 3 Star Wars films I've seen in the cinema, which is kind of depressing when I think about that.
Kind of the 3 at the bottom of my list, I think.
Yeah,
we'll get onto that in a minute, but yeah.
With the exception of Solo, but we will rank the films later in the episode. I just remember kind of slowly being exposed to it, and I didn't really have like a magical awakening for it really, but yeah, I just love it. I think it's such a comfort in the world of film. I think, as you say, it's so embedded in everything. It's hard to avoid it. I'd wager that everyone has seen at least one Star Wars film, or certainly part of it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Everyone, you say to anyone on the street, name a character from Star Wars. My nan, who has probably never watched Star Wars in life, could probably still say Yoda or something. Like, do you know what I mean?
My granddad would go, "Ooh, Darth Vader." He'd be so happy with himself, but
I think it's my big thing. It is all my Lego sets I buy are Star Wars Lego sets, near enough. Like, it's in my top films, one of them at least. It's always there, always watched it, always loved it. It genuinely is my favourite franchise film, and it's so geeky and stereotypical, but it really is. It's just always been there. I get like emotional at the music. I will, when I hear, it's so funny, isn't it? I'll hear like the Princess Leia theme.
When we did the a cappella at the start, he did cry.
Crying,
we had to take a break.
That's why we stopped. Yeah. And like when I hear like the Force theme and stuff like that, it genuinely makes me tear up, which is so stupid because it's just.
Well, that's the power of cinema, guys.
Yeah, it's mad. It is genuinely mad.
It's great. I will say, I do remember actually. I think the first Star Wars piece of media that I ever watched was probably the Lego films that they did. You know, the one with like Han Solo's origin, quote unquote, which is probably for some people better than Solo. Yeah, it was. I remember going over. We had this toy store over the road that was properly geeky. It had secondhand stuff, but it was really expensive collector's stuff. And it was called Roy's Toys, and they shut down a number of years ago. It was a bit of a weird place to have it, but they had Lego figures that you could go in and buy singularly. I remember my brothers and I always going over the road and sneaking over with any bit of pocket money we grabbed our hands on. If there's a five on the side, sorry mate, it's gone. And I remember buying a couple battle droids. These are Lego minifigures, sorry, and we got an Obi-Wan and we got an Anakin, I think. And we didn't know. I think at that point when I was playing with them, I didn't even know like that Anakin and Luke were related. I thought they were brothers, I think, rather than father and son. So that's how warped my.
That's so funny that you just
probably that. But I would agree. I think I kind of wish that I got into it earlier. But I mean, if it's not, if your parents don't show you it, then I guess who is?
Yeah, it's one of those things that parents show their kids, isn't it? I think it really is. And if you haven't been exposed to that, then you find it on your own, I guess. And at least you've had so many years.
Definitely a big part of it was Lego. I wanted to talk about this at some point on the podcast. I think we should definitely do not a whole episode maybe, but definitely talk about. Certainly for me, Lego has gotten me into other franchises, which is really strange. Like it feels like the backwards way to do it, but it sort of got me into Ghostbusters in a little way because I remember watching the cutscenes from the Dimensions games.
Dimensions thing,
and sort of Marvel as well a little bit because I remember seeing the Lego sets being unveiled for the new films. I'd be like, they're cool, I want them. Like I wanted the Age of Ultron sets and the Civil War sets. Yeah, all the games as well. Like the games kind of got me into Jurassic Park a little bit, or certainly made me more of a fan.
More interested.
It's weird the effect that has.
You're right though, because that's kind of the funny. That's kind of the backwards way to do it, isn't it? It's usually I've watched the films, then I'm going to go explore every avenue there is. But it's kind of funny that you've just embedded in Lego, and then you've gone right. I'll go look at these outside of it and see what it's really like.
It's great marketing, isn't it? That's what it is.
Lego should really use you as a. Look how great.
I would get into any IP that Lego makes. Honestly, those are kind of our backgrounds with Star Wars, I suppose. But I would agree. I think Star Wars is probably my big thing. Like I can't remember in lockdown, especially. I was thinking if someone asked me right now, gun to their heads, or someone grabbed me in the street. That's a callback. Someone grabbed me in the street and said, "Oh, what's your favourite franchise of all time?" I'd probably go Star Wars, but I would fluctuate very often over lockdown, especially between that and Marvel.
I was going to say, I imagine if someone asked you that during the Endgame phase, you'd say Marvel, wouldn't you? But since then, I mean, Star Wars hasn't had anything major since then. But
I think The Mandalorian happened all since.
Yeah, okay,
Endgame.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah.
Anyway, should we get into ranking the films? We're going to touch on shows later on, but we're going to go through. Should we go through chronologically or release date order? What way do you want to do it? It doesn't really matter, but.
Yeah. Should we do... I'm trying to think what's the best way.
Chronological?
Yeah.
May as well.
Or is it worth doing worst
Let's do the same ranking twice through, and it'll be the same result, except we do it different orders.
I don't know. Is it worth doing worst film, like go up? So start at worst, and we both say what our least favourites are and work towards the top.
Oh, just come up with a list first. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Listeners, you're really getting a peek behind the curtain of how we produce these shows up.
All right, this has been cut out.
So, at the bottom of your list, what's your least favourite Star Wars film?
Right. My least favourite Star Wars film is The Rise of Skywalker.
I think I agree.
Yeah, I don't think that would shock anyone.
I think it is messy, isn't it? Absolutely messy.
Never been so disappointed with a Star Wars thing. I remember getting out the cinema and not even being able to convince myself that it's good. Usually, I think I remember with certain films where I'm so hyped for them, I can then make myself like them a lot. So I think probably Indiana Jones 5 is quite a good example of that, where I'm so invested in the IP and the character and everything about the film that I'm just like, no, this is good, this is good, this is good. And on reflection, I'm like, it isn't great. It's still good, but it isn't great. And Rise of Skywalker, I couldn't even do that. I was just like, oh, nah, that's what a rubbish ending to 9 films.
I remember when that film came out as well, I was doing, for a project in A-levels, for my English language course, I think it was, we had to do this huge it had to be a certain word count. It could basically be whatever you want.
Mm.
You just had to pick the genre of writing. You had to just do it to the best of your ability and things. And I decided to do a film review. So what I did, because it was such a big word count, was do a whole retrospective of the Star Wars franchise
Wow, okay.
in advance, because I think the hand-in was like a month after The Rise of Skywalker. So I was
Right.
properly watching every trailer. I was rewatching the films. I was really engaged in it. And I was stoked and went to see it. And I was like, well, at least it gives me a good narrative for this piece.
Yeah.
If nothing
yeah,
else.
right? Because the entire narrative of your review would have been, I love this, and it's
Building up, it's
Okay.
getting a bit, yeah. And I think my closing line was, "It's a shame that Star Wars went out with like a whimper or something.
Yeah.
It was something more poetic than that, but it had Star Wars metaphors in it. It was quite good. Not to blow my own horn, but I'll have to fish that out. At some
Yeah,
point,
that's a
give it
good
read.
one. We'll read that. That's great.
But yeah, I remember that being good fun writing, and yeah, it's hard to defend this one. It just shows that you need a roadmap. It's still baffling
So
to me that they
crazy.
don't have, that they didn't plan this out.
Free film. How did they not set out? We want
So
to do this
irresponsible.
and this. Like, crazy.
Yeah. So The Rise of Skywalker at
yeah.
11.
So I did a rewatch of all 11 films the other day, or a couple of weeks back now, and something that I actually forgot happens in the film until it happened, and it made me go. I was already being like, "Oh, I'm not looking forward to this one. Not looking forward to this one." And then when this thing happened, I went, "Oh my! I forgot about that. I forgot that she's Palpatine's granddaughter.
Oh yeah.
It's insane."
I was listening to a podcast walking in today, not our own one, although I do often do that. I'll never say. But yeah, they mentioned that whole twist. I think they talked about Dune Part 2 with how Rebecca Ferguson's character is related. Yeah. Just the fact that that's such a huge revelation, and it's so forgettable. It's ridiculous. And it also doesn't really mean much.
No, it means nothing. It ultimately means nothing. And I don't mind Palpatine coming back. I don't mind that. But that needs to have been set up since The Force Awakens. I just doing it in the last film because they've shit the bed and gone, what are we doing now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, bring Ian McDermott back. Perfect. Everyone loves him. And like he's great in it. And the concept of the Emperor being there is not bad. I think it makes sense, being that he's meant to be this space demon man who just is always there. And he does in Legends. He comes back in Legends content. But yeah, not a fan of that one, mate.
It just reeks of desperation and panic, and it's ridiculous.
So that's number 11. What's your number 10?
I think I'm not as fond of the prequels as I think other people our age are.
I think you
So
kind
I'd
of missed
probably
them a
put-
bit.
Yeah, this is it. I think,
They are I specifically like remember them like.
but also being born in
like them.
2003, I do remember for some reason being in London. I think it might have been actually when the Clone Wars series came out, when that film came out.
Yeah.
But I remember getting a McDonald's in London and having a little Yoda toy that if you pressed it, like you moved his arm up and down, and a magnet made him force lift something. It was a very high
That's
tech
quite
toy.
a cool McDonald's toy,
Really good
yeah.
toy, yeah. I'm sure I've got it somewhere in the house, but yeah, they've fallen off since, haven't they?
Yeah,
Stupid little
teddies and books
beanie
now,
boos
yeah.
and books. Ugh.
What's a book? Education.
Good lord. I'll watch movies. But I remember getting that, and yeah, it's a shame. But I think if I was maybe 5-10 years older, like I know people in their 20s and 30s love it.
Yeah, I do. I
So
love the prequels,
But
and I
I'd
get why they're
probably-
flawed.
at 10, I'd probably put Attack of the Clones. I think
Okay.
it's Attack of the Clones, I think. Above The Rise of Skywalker, every film since then has merits and
Yes.
creativity.
Yeah, okay, that's a good shout to say that. I agree. Yeah, I would not put Attack of the Clones there.
You put The Last Jedi. I
would-
might put The Last Jedi.
I
I
would
think,
put the Last Jedi.
yeah.
I would put Last Jedi.
Actually, no, I'm changing my choice, yeah. Because again, it was the first Star Wars film I saw. It was the first film I saw twice in the cinema as well. This is when The Slippery Slope happened and I started seeing everything 3 times. But I remember seeing that, loving it. I remember the views being mixed, even before I saw it released day, I think, or the day after. Packed cinema. It was the busiest cinema I'd been in. Again, it was probably like the first franchise film I'd
Yeah.
probably gone and seen outside of the Madagascar movies. and
That's great.
And yeah, oh man, while I liked the Last Jedi, I think it's good for the risks it takes, and I love the direction of it. I think it's a really beautiful film with the planets they go to. I think Oscar Isaac's great in it, but there's so many baffling decisions looking back. And what I hate most about it is the fact that that was the breaking point. It was kind of I think arguably going very well up until then.
Yeah.
The prequels were having a resurgence.
Force Awakens was highly praised.
Yep. I think
Rogue
the
One.
Force Awakens still holds up.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later. Yeah, and it just snapped, and it made it. We were saying this at the end of last week when we finished recording. It made the Star Wars franchise so frustrating to be a part of. Yeah, the fan base rather. It is a real pain to talk about Star Wars now with anyone, because you don't know where they stand.
It's so toxic.
Everyone's so angry about it all.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, I just wish they'd done something safer. Again, they should have planned that out. Yeah.
You're right.
I even feel like The Rise of Skywalker makes The Last Jedi somehow worse, because then they kind of half-heartedly try to fix it. I'm like, no, just commit to it now, and you've
100%.
now gone neither way. So
yeah, they actively course correct, don't they? Everything they made a huge point in The Last Jedi, like Rey is no one, really is, and they kind of do it in the original where he's like, what I told you is true from a certain point of view, but. Back then, I feel like it's fine. With this, they're like, "No, Rey, you're no one. You have no parents. They left you on a desert." And then he's like, "Well, you are no one, but your grandfather was the Satan of the universe."
It's the way that poor Adam Driver has to deliver it as well. It's like, "No, you are no one. Your parents are nothing. Filthy junk traders. But your grandfather was Emperor Palpatine.
Was the most evil man in the entire galaxy for the past thousands and thousands of years."
Ridiculous.
You're right. They should have just gone hard, be like, nope, she is no one, and I think still play it, and it would have been fine.
Honestly, when you really think about the sequel trilogy as well, I like The Force Awakens quite a bit, but even then, it's so blatantly a copy. You can't defend it any other way.
It's a point blank copy of A New Hope.
I just wish they did anything in that sequel trilogy with a bit of conviction. And I think the only person that did was Rian Johnson with The Last Jedi. Whether or not it paid off is up to an individual, because I think some people would put this at the top of the list.
Yeah, some people do. Some people really do rate this film.
I think I like the film. I don't think it's a good Star Wars film, because narratively you just have to. You can't do that with a franchise film.
You need to hit, yeah.
Yeah, and I think the film, if it was a standalone thing, great. But yeah, I just despise it for
just the Canto Bight stuff and the John Boyega.
The whole fact that the whole thing is just one slow chase about fuel, it's so boring.
It's
mind numbing.
Choice, yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Just fly away, do something.
Yeah, like Star Wars jumps the shark in the original trilogy. Like, why are you then relying on our fuel reserves not being able to hyperspace jump? Some weird character in that is that Aid Edmondson from Bottom. You know. No,
is he in it?
Yeah, the Aid Edmondson, Rick Mao, isn't it? Aid Edmondson's like one of the main officers in that. I didn't notice until I watched it the other day, and he's in the whole film. Such a weird choice, but yeah.
What, one of the?
He's like one of the Imperial officers through the whole film. He's there next to Hux, like, "Oh, we've got them now, sir," and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah, he's just in the film. It's so off piece.
Wow,
yeah, really weird.
Did not know that. That's baffling. I love yeah, I was going to say I love Bottom, but that sounds weird out of context. I love the show, guys. Yeah.
So we've got Rise of Skywalker at 11, Last Jedi at 10.
Sure.
I think this is where we're going to differ quite a lot.
Attack of the Clones.
So that's what. So I would not put Attack of the Clones there. We'll get where I put to it. I'd put Solo there. Yeah.
What?
Give us your opinions on Solo.
I really like Solo. Again, it was early days of me being a Star Wars fan, to be honest. Second Star Wars film I saw, and I think it's great. Yeah, it kind of over-explains things. It's a little bit clunky, but I think Alden Ehrenreich does a great job being a young Han Solo. I absolutely adore everything that Donald Glover touches. Him as Lando, perfect casting. He's still getting... I've lost track now. It keeps flip-flopping between a film and a series, but he's getting one or the other.
Yeah, he said it's been worked on again,
I think.
Which is good.
Excited for that. Yeah, I just enjoy it. I think, again, Paul Bettany is the villain.
Yeah.
Cool. Darth
underrated
Maul's
role. I remember, the ending of Darth Maul. I don't dislike
Emilia
this film.
Clarke's in it.
Yeah, we've said about her history. Everything she touches She's like the Midas touch, but with shit instead of gold.
Yeah, I like Emilia Clarke. I think she's good in that film, though.
She is good. It's such a shame it never got a sequel.
Great soundtrack as well. I really like the score. There's a lot of it I like. I think it's a little bit. Did it need to exist? Probably not. But I like that it does.
It was always going to. People have
It's
asked for this film for years. Same with Boba Fett. Like, people have asked. I want to.
I put it further up my list, but I don't probably like sort of mid-table.
So this is where it gets difficult, I think, because I don't think a lot of these films now I've put Rise of Skywalker and Last Jedi out the way. They could just flip-flop completely depending on the day. So yeah, I would put Solo there.
I put Attack of the Clones just because I find it a bit cringy.
I get it.
There's some great highlights in that film. The whole bit on Geonosis, brilliant. Jango Fett, and I like how Obi-Wan goes on the little side quest.
Yeah, his little detective mission.
It's good stuff. I don't like the love story. I don't think it works.
Yeah, it's
and the fact that is so integral to his downfall to being Darth Vader, I don't.
It's flawed for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is that they started Anakin too young. We should have met Anakin when he was 15 rather than 12. Because I think him being 15, him being so young, just really disconnects from the whole.
Yeah.
And I get that's difficult.
That's a very good point, actually. I've not thought about that before now. But you're right. If they'd done basically Attack of the Clones as the first film,
it would have worked.
Then they could have done a Clone Wars film. They still could have done a series, but
Yeah.
I don't think they would have needed to had they done the prequels a little bit more concisely.
Phantom Menace has no payoff. It's irrelevant. You could not watch it. All you need to know is Anakin is taken from Tatooine. His mum's left there. That's all you need to take from that entire film. Yeah.
Good point, yeah. After Attack of the Clones, I put The Phantom Menace.
Okay, yeah.
I do like it. I think it's goofy. It's quite fun.
I'd put Phantom Menace here as well.
And
It's so goofy.
controversially, I quite like Tatooine in that film. And I know we've said a few
I thought
times
you're one of those big
I'm a desert
haters of
hater,
deserts. Yeah.
I don't know. It works for me in that film. The pod racing, great. It's cringy, of course it is, but I think
I think the fact
fantastic.
almost everything is practical is amazing. All the ships, all the explosions, it's all like practical. I think his head was in the right space in 1998 when he made that, because I think it looks great. I think it looks like a Star Wars film.
Yeah.
I do love it. It's got a real soft spot. It's quite low on my list. Like I said, I'd put that now, but I do like it.
Naboo's gorgeous as well.
Yeah, so this is something that I've always seen, and I couldn't agree more. Don't you think that we shouldn't have had Naboo, and that should just be Alderaan? And then how much more impactful would it be when Alderaan gets blown up in A New Hope and you've spent 3 films on it? Naboo has no relevance. That should have been Alderaan.
Right. Yeah.
It's
we see Alderaan in that Kenobi series, don't we?
It's the only time we see it, and at the end of Revenge of the Sith for 2 seconds. But Naboo should have been Alderaan. Like, it would have worked.
Yeah, you're right.
I love the Trade Federation. It's so bad to say. I love Newt Gunray. He's my favourite niche character. No, we'll just get that. You're somewhere in this episode. You're just gonna get awful, dreadful, racist impression.
I'm waiting.
It's so bad. I think the characters are so cool. I think they're so like outlandish and Star Warsy. It feels like I'm back in the cantina in number 1. Like,
tell you what, we're forgetting to discuss as well. Peter Serafinovich as the voice
of
Darth
God.
Vader.
He is going on our A-list star. Peter Serafinovich as the voice of Darth Maul.
Yeah. I have 4 different versions of Peter Serafinovich now. We can get him in there as the Tick as well. It'd be great. His small role in Guardians. Why not? I like the Phantom Menace. Again, like I say, everything after The Last Jedi really is good.
Yeah.
I think. I don't think Star Wars is a perfect franchise. I don't think any film is completely flawless.
For sure.
They're all absolutely they're either dated or they're kind of janky a little bit.
Yeah. Totally.
They are silly. It's a silly franchise, but I love it. I love how, again, they do it with conviction. I think that's the difference between The Rise of Skywalker and everything else.
George is like, no, I'm going to make a film about trade disputes and politics, and I don't care. And
it's like, you know what, mate?
Yeah, go for it. Like,
well
space
done.
politics, yeah.
After The Phantom Menace, what will I put? Probably... It gets very difficult now. Probably... Solo.
Yeah, so this is
think I've
where
got
I'd
Solo.
put Attack of the Clones.
Okay, so,
So we're still quite
up on our
quite
list.
equal here. I would put Attack of the Clones here. We've already spoken about these, but I love the Geonosis stuff, like you said. I love the Camino stuff with Obi-Wan. I love Christopher Lee. He's great in Star Wars. He's not in it much. He's great in it. I think it's got so many highlights, and yeah, it's got some bits that are not great, and it's quite slow. And you're right, the love story is pretty boring and not written well or acted well, and the CGI is kind of atrocious. Out of all of them, I think this is the worst for it for sure. I mean, the battle droids in Phantom Menace are pretty bad, but yeah, it's not great, but it's just got its merit. I love the Jedi Council stuff with Samuel Jackson, and it's all there. It's got stuff that I do love.
Yeah.
So you'd put Solo here.
Yeah, I think so. I would feel a bit guilty putting it higher up because it is definitely just a cash grab. But yeah, I like it. After that, it is really tough. I'm trying to work back from my number 1 and number 2, I think.
So I would put Force Awakens here.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
This is where I'd put The Force Awakens. I think this is where, from this point onwards is where all of them will just flip between this one on this day, this one this day, this one this day. Because I think you've probably got it as well, but I've got quite a bit of nostalgia for The Force Awakens, even though it's only 2015, something like that?
Yeah, 2015. Christmas 2015 as well, so...
I've got some real nostalgia because it was so cool to see Star Wars back, the original cast back. People were asking for it since the 80s, like... It's so cool to see them all there. They don't do what they should have done, and not at one point in those 3 sequel films do we have Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford on screen together. Possibly Billy D. Williams too. Not one point do they have that, and that's their biggest mistake.
I think they would have done it
if Carrie Fisher didn't die. Yeah, but that should have been what they've done from the offset. They should have gone, we need these 3 big characters that everyone loves back on screen, even if it's just for a flashback or something. It's criminal that we never got the 3 of them. And yeah, it is because Carrie Fisher. Wouldn't have been, because Han Solo dies at the end of it.
Yeah.
So they definitely had no plan to get them together. What is that about?
J.J. Abrams would have done.
He's quite a good director. I do like J.J. Abrams stuff. He wrote a lot of Lost as well, and that's great. The Cloverfield stuff's good. His Star Trek remake stuff's quite good. But how was there no roadmap?
Yeah. After The Force Awakens, again, into top 5 now. We've still got all of the original trilogy to go. We've still got
Rogue One,
and we've got Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
I think I'd probably put...
I'd put
I'd put A New Hope, yeah.
I think that's probably quite controversial, Adam, but no, I'd put A New Hope here.
I like A New Hope. I think it's a little bit basic, but then it is the start of it all. So if you didn't have that, you wouldn't have everything else.
I know it's
obvious to say, but...
It's silly to say it's aged because it was made in 1977, and the stuff they do with the practical effects is insane for the time. But out of the original trilogy, it is the one that is aged really bad. When I was doing my rewatch the other week, or the other month, when you go from A New Hope to Empire Strikes Back, it is crazy how different they look and feel. And I get that's because A New Hope is just setting up the stage and laying the groundwork and getting the sort of theme and how it all works together. But when you go from A New Hope to Empire, it is so vastly different, and obviously the budget's huge and everything like that. But Empire feels like a Star Wars film, and New Hope obviously does, but it's definitely the weakest of that original trilogy for sure.
I agree. After that, I would put... This is where I'll get some flack. I'll put Revenge of the Sith, I think.
Okay, yeah. So that's fair enough. I would also put Revenge of the Sith here, yeah.
I think some people have this as their favourite, and I understand why. It's definitely I guess, excluding the sequels, but they are narratively bad. It looks pretty good. It's very CGI heavy, probably to a flaw, but it's got General Grievous. It's It's got the most action out of any of them. It's got a lot of stakes, the biggest stakes of any of them, really.
For a film that is significantly longer than Tom Cruise,
Yeah.
this, because I think it's about I reckon it's about 2:30, 2:40. I think it flies by. I think this film zips by so quickly because it's just constant. You've got that. The opening is amazing. The opening scene with them flying over Coruscant together, rescuing the Chancellor, that is probably the best opening in a Star Wars film.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think.
It makes you sit forward. You're like, okay,
yeah,
I am in
every
this,
time I
I'm
watch,
ready.
and I think like the CG in the film overall is not great, but the CGI in that initial opening scene is crazy good. I think it's flawless. Yeah, I've got a soft spot for Revenge of the Sith. It's my little brother's favourite Star Wars film, so that's the one we always watch if we're going to watch one together.
After Revenge of the Sith, I would put Rogue One.
Okay, so I'd put Empire here.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'll get some flack for that, Adam, like you said, but I'd put Empire here. Yeah, it is, like, subjectively, it is the best Star Wars film. It is for sure the best film. Like, it's so well made. Everything about it, the pace, the visuals, the story, the writing, the act, everything about this film.
Thematically, it's great.
It's phenomenal. Like, the music. It's got my favourite Star Wars music in, and my favourite score, which is when they're going through the asteroid field in the Falcon. It's a flawless movie. It's just, I think I've just got a real soft spot for the next two. I'm going to say. You said you'd put Rogue One here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah. I love Rogue One. It's so much fun. So much fun. Yeah, the characters are a little bit one-dimensional, but you don't have time to get into them, and that's fine. I don't really mind. It's like, they're just rebels, and that's all you need to know. It's like bish bash bosh. It's conviction, and it's the bam. I'm gonna get the Death Star plans. That's it.
These people are dying. You're not hearing from them ever again.
This is dark. This
is the sacrifice. Yeah.
It's great, and the whole I love Scarif.
Yeah.
It is gorgeous.
What we need more,
possibly my
on more
favourite Star
planets
Wars
like
planet.
that.
Yeah.
We just need more, like a tropical beach. Yeah, of course, Star Wars is going to have tropical beaches.
Yeah.
Stop showing me miserable deserts and rocky planets. Give me, so there's, in the Clone Wars, they go to a planet called like Felucia, and it's like a tropical jungle.
Yes.
And it's like, this is what I want. I want something, different. Tropical
funky,
beach and, Rogue One's great. You can't talk about Rogue One without talking about that ending scene with Vader.
Yeah.
I think it made the movie. I don't think it'd be as highly regarded if you didn't have that scene. And famously, that was added like weeks before premiere by, I think Tony Gilroy came in and added that last minute or something. It's a great film. It got Mads Mikkelsen in it as Jin's dad, Galen. You've got, oh my goodness, what's his name there? Plays Talos from Marvel.
Oh, Ben Mendelsohn.
Yeah, Ben Mendelsohn as Krennic. The CGI Tarkin, I think the CGI Tarkin works. You couldn't have done that film without him. He's so well acted. I think the Carrie Fisher is a bit much at the end, maybe, but I think it's such a good film.
Yeah,
it is a great. It is.
I want to watch it now.
Yeah, it is like
that's the one. Like, if I have an afternoon free, and no uni work, which hasn't been the case for a while now, but. If anyone's like, do you want to watch a Star Wars film? We've only got one to watch, and you can't watch another one for another
because it's
few years.
such a
like,
story on its own. Yeah, exactly. It's its own thing, and it's not its own thing because it goes on perfectly to the next film. But that space battle is incredible.
Yeah,
and it's so well done, and you've got
the music is great as well. There is one nitgrit that I have, and it's when they're climbing up the computer shaft. I can't remember that's when they're trying to get the plans, isn't it? The music of that is very repetitive and quite irritating. I remember I watched it with my family once, and my mum was like, "Oh, Adam, I don't like this. Turn it off. The music's annoying me now."
You're into the film, Mum. Come on.
Honestly, but just ignore the music, Mum. Just tune out of that and watch the visuals. And she's like, "No, it's annoying me. It's annoying me, Adam. Is this what you like? Annoying films? Is this what you like?" Yes, Mum.
Yes, Mum. It is great. It is a great film. It is I mean, it's either that or The Mandalorian, isn't it? But the best thing that Disney's done,
Yeah.
I'd probably say Rogue One is. Mando's great though. We'll talk about that in a moment.
Empire Strikes Back I've got next.
Okay.
Yeah, similar reasons for you. Love it, thematically very rich. And Hoth I really like.
Yeah.
I like all the vehicles and every advance that they take there is brilliant. Let's just get to the number one.
Yeah. So that's
We
where
know
I
this.
put Rogue One, but we've both got
Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi. That is it.
This is, I think, for some people, and probably critically, I think it's the weaker
Worst,
of the
yeah.
of the original trilogy.
so.
But I just love it, man. I get, like you said, it's the sail barge scene. It's the Boba Fett being in it. I kind of don't. I almost wish like he did die. Like I kind of love it.
You should have.
Like because he's badass, and he goes out like a punk. And
it's
what?
cool as, yeah.
And what? Like I don't really
Look at
care.
his little scream and he gets eaten. Like, yeah, it's cool. The final battle with the Death Star above Endor.
Yep. Endor, I love
Emperor,
another planet. It can't. Now I think about it, it really hinges on what planets they go to for some reason, and I
Yeah.
didn't think I was that shallow, but I guess I am.
That makes sense as well because in A New Hope is our like least favourite of those three originals. And
Because they're in sort
They
of
go
cold space
to-
and they go to the Death Star, and that's about it. And Tatooine.
Tatooine Death Star, that's it, right?
Yeah, it's pretty cold to look at, I guess. Maybe that is it. I do get a cold sort of feel from.
Yeah.
They go to Yavin 4, but it doesn't look.
Yeah, it just looks like wind or somewhere in Hampshire, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Like, it just looks. It could be a castle somewhere. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's not. I think it's in like Mexico.
A bit more praise, though, for The Force Awakens. Takodana is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. With the X-Wings, Poe Dameron's X-Wing flying over the water, spitting up the haze. Great. Anyway, yeah,
We've
Return
got
of the Jedi.
quite a consistent list there.
I'm pleased that we are fairly.
There's
on the
only
same
a couple
page.
here and there. I think the only ones we swapped were Solo and Attack of the Clones. We swapped around each, and then Rogue One and Empire we swapped each. But other than that, that's a pretty consistent list.
Yeah.
You're
that
right.
top
though.
that top six, really, I could watch any day of the
Yeah,
week.
same.
Great films. Let's take a quick break and we'll be back with some of our favourite characters and some games.
My favourite bit of Revenge of the Sith is not favourite, but it just makes me laugh. Is when after the Emperor is like in the window, like and it's smashed, and Samuel Jackson's there.
Help me, Anakin, I'm too
He's
weak.
like, yeah, and he just proper amps it up. He is going ham. He's like, oh no, please don't do it.
The Jedi are taking over."
Oh, I'm too weak, please. Oh no. Like, he just proper goes for it, and it's like, yeah. And then the second Anakin cops, you just see him do a little cheeky smile, and he's like,
No, yeah.
unlimited power. It's all an act. It's
The
so
intonation
good.
that Aiden Christensen puts on. What have I done?
What have I done? Good.
You will rise as Lord Vader.
He looks so like sweaty and wet after he's been
Yeah.
electrocuted. It's horrible.
He looks like crap.
It's
Like,
horrible.
Hot take. Emperor Palpatine.
Looks like
Pass.
yeah, smash.
we didn't speak enough about Ewan McGregor, but Obi-Wan Kenobi's got to be up there with your favourite Star Wars
think-
characters.
He is probably I think he's not in any of my favorite films, Ewan McGregor, from what I can think right now, but he is one of my favorite actors, I think, because
Make me laugh at
everything.
Moulin Rouge.
Yeah, that's my number one. Sorry, yeah, number one film, Moulin Rouge. But
Christopher Robin.
That's what I mean.
I
like,
do love Christopher
every
Robin.
single film he's in, he's outstanding. Like he
Yeah.
is absolutely amazing in everything he's in. Like
Yeah.
that whole Kenobi show hinged on him.
Harley
and-
Quinn and the Fantabulous something of the Birds of Prey. I
I have not seen
no, I've
that.
not seen either.
He is in that though, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he has this black mask or something.
Salmon fishing in the Yemen. He's in that. That's the second time we've mentioned that weird ass film on this podcast.
Have you even seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Years
Any
ago.
good?
No, not for
Oh,
forever.
right.
I just remember it having
Loads of salmon.
yeah, loads of salmon fishing.
Bit one note actually.
Yeah, right.
Go to Yemen, salmon fish, bish bash bosh.
Fish bread bush.
Fish bash bosh. Right. Let's quickly talk some favourite characters though. I mean, I've said it before. Oscar Isaac, Poe Dameron. Yeah, sequels dodgy, but Poe Dameron good.
A bright spot in those three
Yeah.
films for sure. Yeah, yeah, 100%.
Along with Kylo Ren as well. Adam Driver does a good job.
not Adam Driver, just Kylo Ren. just
Yeah.
just the character. We just said
What girl?
what girl?
The girl. The droid stole a freighter.
Now there are two of them.
This is getting out of hand.
This is getting out of hand. Where are those droid cars? Sir, they've gone on the ventilation shaft.
You follow me, okie dokie. Okie day.
Oh, when he steps in shit when he's walking through Tatooine, he goes, "Oh, icky goo."
Oh, it's horrible, isn't it? Annie, Proper Annie, what's happened to you, sir? Jar Jar Binks is being added to the A-list star on our impressions repertoire.
And just add Star Wars. We'll add Newt Gunray from the Trade Federation. Jar Jar Binks.
Oh dear. I think, I was going to say Finn, but no. He had so much potential. So much.
First
potential,
film, Force Awakens, so much potential, and then they tried to redo that potential with the Rise of Skywalker, where they're like, because then the second one they're like, no, he's not force sensitive, and then like, oh no, he is force sensitive again, and you're like, oh, what? Have you read the Colin Trevorrow script?
Yeah, I'm still not a fan of it, really.
I think it would have worked better.
Yeah,
I think the concept of like Finn leading a whole brigade of ex-stormtroopers and going to Coruscant, they
try and do it, don't
bits of it, but bringing Coruscant would have been a home run. People love that planet, and that would have been oh my god, yeah! Like, you remember Mando season 3 when there's that whole episode on Coruscant, and people were like, "This is rubbish," but we're back on Coruscant. This is cool as like.
Look, they're eating ice cream.
Yeah, right.
Dear me. Yeah. Other favourite characters. Luke Skywalker's my all-time favourite character, probably at anything. I think Mark Hamill is an absolute legend. And I do you know what? A big part of why I like Luke Skywalker so much? That green lightsaber. I love the colour green. I use the green mic in the studio. Green's the best colour. I won't be taking any other answers.
Is that what colour if you went to Disneyland and you had to make your lightsaber? Is that the colour crystal you'd choose?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, same. Yeah, green.
I do like blue, but I'm like,
no,
sort of basic.
Something about the green one. Something about it.
Yeah, and the hilt as well. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
it's so cool. If I'd probably just buy his lightsaber, to be honest.
They need to make like Lego lightsaber hilts series. I think that would sell.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Sell for sure.
Yeah, properly good molds. Yeah. Have you ever bought a Harry Potter wand?
No. I'm a fan. I like the Potter films, but I'm not a big enough fan.
See, last summer I went to buy a wand and I bought a Hufflepuff scarf as well. What house are you? Do you know?
I think Huffle. What's the badger? Is it a badger?
Yeah, Hufflepuff.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I'd be then.
That's nice. This is the Hufflepuff podcast.
Hufflepuff podcast.
Hufflepuff. Flawless. No notes. But yeah, I got a Hufflepuff scarf and I got Newt Scamander's wand as well.
Nice. Yeah, you're a fan of those Fantastic Beasts films and Newt Scamander, aren't you?
Yeah. I feel like, Newt Scamander's wand is the Wizarding World version of Luke's lightsaber.
Yeah.
And what would be the Marvel equivalent of that for me? Probably
John Lennon.
Well, just think what you can imagine. Cap's shield, probably. I don't really like his shield that much, but I think in terms of iconicness, for me in the franchise, what I think of in terms of objects.
The Lego shield is a cool concept, but I imagine that's boring as hell to build and own. Like,
getting on to 300 quid as well.
It's really, jeez.
So much.
Jeez Louise.
Jeez Louise, man. Any other favourite characters we want to throw out there?
Jabba the Hutt. I already said, really big fan of that whole environment, and I've always been a fan of Jabba the Hutt,
Yeah.
I'd love to see another Han Solo film where you see him go back and they do a puppet Jabba. I think that'd be great.
Yeah.
Obviously, I should have come prepared with more of these, to be honest. I didn't really think about favourite characters. But there's loads of animated ones I love. There's like Cad Bane, like the bounty hunter that was in Book of Boba Fett, and obviously in Clone Wars loads.
The Mandalorian's up there as well for me.
Mandalorian, Grogu.
Yeah.
What a revolutionary Disney invention Grogu was. Wow.
Yeah.
He's probably the one character that, actually, if you ask someone who doesn't watch Star Wars, name a Star Wars character, they'll say Baby Yoda.
Yeah, you're right.
Penetrated.
It'd be that or Darth Vader.
Yeah, like,
Kind of mad. Well done, Disney
Yeah,
marketing team.
like-
You've outdone yourself.
That is just designed to sell, isn't it? But it took off, didn't it? Like, wow.
I would hate Baby Grogu if he wasn't a great character in years. So I'm like, you know what? You've smashed it.
It's
Really,
nice,
really
yeah.
good character. And I don't want him to grow up. People are saying, oh, what's his first word going to be? What's he going to do when he talks? I think that's going to strip so much cuteness away. I don't want him to
sure it will.
talk. I don't want that.
Are we going to get the same way with we had Baby Groot and then we had Teenage Groot, and you're like, oh no.
Yeah, right.
Oh, no,
The
no.
Teenage Groot should have been funny, and it just sort of was like, I just
fell
don't really
flat,
care. Yeah. Yeah, we could talk about favourite characters as long as
Yeah,
we want.
all
But,
day.
yeah.
That's one good
Yeah.
thing about the Clone Wars TV show is that you get all the like Jedi Masters get a backstory.
Yeah.
Like Plo Koon becomes such a cool character.
Yeah, I like
Kit
Plo Koon.
Fisto, like all of them, just become really cool.
Yeah. Great stuff. Well, get in touch with the show, folks, and let us know.
Tell us
What
your
your favourite-
favorite films, your ranking, your favorite Star Wars character.
Yeah. We'd love to hear. Anyway, time for a game.
Time for a game.
Let's hit it. Now, we all know the Letterboxd game. We've done it a couple of times on the show now. I love it. I love going through Letterboxd.
Yeah, it's
I'm
a
not
fun
on it
one.
enough, frankly, but I've got 5 Star Wars films.
Okay.
No repeats. I will say there's at least one from each trilogy. I'm going to read out a review, and you're going to have to tell me what film it's for.
Okay, lovely. Let's go.
The saddest moment in cinematic history is where... Oh, no, that gives it away. Hang on, I'll pick another one. Hang on. We'll go with this one. Not as good as it should be, but contains the best exchange in the whole trilogy. How we doing? Same as always. That bad, huh?
Is that...
That's quite niche.
It's Pin. It's Pin. It's Finn and Poe say that, I think, isn't it?
No. I think...
Or was it not?
I actually can't tell... I actually do not... It's a very niche line to pick out, but okay. But it's Return of the Jedi.
Oh, it's Han Solo.
Han
Yeah,
Solo
it is.
and
Yeah.
Leia, is it?
Yeah. How we doing? Yeah, it's Leia. You're right. It is Leia, and they're on an
Yeah.
Endor, and he runs over to the bunker, and she's trying to get in the door.
Yes.
I think
yeah,
it's
yeah.
then. That is niche, but that is a good one.
Yeah. Good exchange. Difficult start. I think the other ones are a little bit easier. The first review I had, it says Ewok, so I think you'll get that. Okay, let's go with this one. Spiritually corrupt, but also flat and artless in a way that not even the worst Star Wars movies have been before. Thanks to paternity leave, I have no professional obligation to keep thinking about this hugely disappointing capitulation to the most feckless elements of studio filmmaking, and so I won't.
Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it says, edit, Babu Frick, innocent.
That's so true. When he shows up in season 3, Amanda.
What's this little noise that he makes?
Hey! He just pops up in the windscreen of that X-Wing. Hey!
I met a girl once, and she could do a flawless impression of Babu Frick. And
What a niche.
if you want to riz me up, guys, do a Babu Frick
Babu
impression.
Frick impression.
I'll fold. Okay, next one. I still can't tell Natalie Portman and Keira Knightley apart.
Phantom Menace.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. They look identical in that
Yeah.
film. It is quite impressive.
Kinda
And
crazy.
she was doing her press tour for a film she's in recently, and she was saying that they still get mixed up all the time because they do look super similar.
Yeah. Madness. They look like sisters.
Yeah, they
Totally.
look so similar. They look quite
Okay, let's go
pretty.
with this one. Would be cooler if there was a giant fucking worm.
That's great. That's been added since Dune's release. I have no clue. Return of the Jedi.
No repeats.
Oh yeah, we had that, didn't we? So, A New Hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another review here that says Obi-Wan calling Vader Darth like it's his first name. It's the
Yeah.
most baller fucking gauntlet slam of all time. Get on his level, you cronies.
It's so good. And then they amp it up like
Yes,
in
Darth.
the Kenobi show. He says, "Goodbye, Darth." As he walks off, they just ham it up and like, yeah, he said this in the original. It makes no sense. So let's make him do it again.
Obi-Wan, Anakin Skywalker was not your... You know when they do the voice
the
modulation?
voice
it's very good.
modulation.
He was not your failure, Obi-Wan. You did not kill Anakin Skywalker.
I
Very good.
did. It's so good.
Great stuff. And then final one. This is pretty. You'll get this, but I just found it funny. I gotta respect whatever producer said. Hey, what if we took a break from desert planets and ice planets, and for once did a planet that won't be miserable to film? So like Bahamas planet.
Very good.
That's great.
It's true though, isn't it?
That's off to that producer. Well done.
How about we go to the Bahamas?
Hey.
Yeah, he just wanted a holiday.
Yeah, he did.
I'm fed up of going to Saudi Arabia and filming Tatooine. Let's.
Fed
Very
up
good.
of going to just outside of London and filming on a
Yeah.
soundstage. Okay, let's do A-list star in our impressions repertoire.
Lovely.
Should we do another two?
Yeah, let's add
Star Wars characters.
Peter Serafinowicz, Darth Maul as Peter Serafinowicz as the voice of Darth Maul.
Name one line. Like Darth Vader. Darth Maul. Whenever I try and quote him, I can't.
Soon we will have our revenge. I think that's the only
That's
line.
good. But in Battlefront, there's the emote. It's like, I smell your fear.
Yeah, well,
And that's the only one I remember, but I don't think he says it in a film.
and that's the problem. It isn't him saying that because in the Clone Wars they get a different voice.
Yeah.
I think it's Matt something like. It's a different guy in the Clone Wars
Oh.
where he's a little, which is
It's a very niche. It's a sort of Phantom Menace version of Darth Maul that we can't quote. He just sort of glares and like looks
he just
down.
looks, takes his hood off. Wow, did an a cappella podcast.
We're quite good. Quite good at this. Wasted on this podcast.
Yeah, right. We should be over in an AUB doing music.
Music production. It's not too late to do a masters.
Right.
We can't have
No,
Peter
we
Serafinowicz.
can't.
We've got him too
Can't
much.
think of any others to add.
Jar Jar Binks is the obvious fun
Jar Jar
choice.
Binks. Let's add Jar Jar.
Are we stooping that low though? That's the
Yes.
obvious one. Okay.
We've got Jonathan Ross on this list.
Well, he's definitely above Jonathan Ross. I think he is kind of silly. He makes me smirk.
This is the current state of our A-list star and our impression repertoire. We've got Slimer, Oscar the Grouch, and Jonathan Ross in a skip to the side, and then all the others. Where should we put Jar Jar? Where do you reckon he's going?
Can you do me a favour and can you have Steve Carell's character from The Office just throwing his computer in the bin? Oh no, is it Dwight? Who is it?
Dwight,
That throws,
yeah. Dwight?
I can't remember. There's some character in a sitcom that throws it. Yeah. Oh no, it's Ron Swanson. I think that throws his. Yeah, that's it. Gosh, I'm getting all these sitcoms. Ron Swanson throws a computer into the bin. I think. It might be Andy Dwyer though. I'm not sure.
Oh
It's
my
some
God, look at this.
character.
This is
I'm just
my,
thinking
this is
some-
my multiverse of madness.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so we've got Richard E. Grant, we've got Michael Caine as Peter Serafinowicz as Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine, then Peter Serafinowicz as Brian Butterfield, then we've got Chris Nolan, then we've got Emma Stone. Emma Stone. Timothy Chalamet. My name is Paul
Yeah.
Muad'Dib Atreides.
The ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the
Ladies and gentlemen at the Gallery Gourmet, my name is Paul Muad'Dib Atreides,
And then there's a bit where he,
Duke of Arrakis.
what's the next bit you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry to anyone else actually working on BU campus today.
Yeah,
We've
we are
been screaming
loud. RDJ, Fat, Austin Butler, Elvis, Ayo Edda Bruther, Guinness, Peter Serafinowicz, Christopher Walken, and Dakota Johnson,
Nice.
Slimer, John Frost, Oscar Grouch in the bin.
I think Jar Jar Binks probably in the bin, right?
Yeah, should we put Jar Jar in the bin?
Nothing against the actor.
Ahmed
he's-
Best is great. In the Mando season 3 when
Yep.
he rocks up.
And just last night, I sent you a TikTok of the Lego set that
Yes,
they're doing.
looks
of
very
Grogu's
good.
Escape, yeah.
Nice little set. But Jar Jar,
Sorry, but
In the bin.
he's in the bin.
isn't it funny that we've got Slimer, Oscar the Grouch, Jonathan Ross, and Jar Jar Binks all in a skip off to the side? That's so funny.
It works well.
Who else should we add?
Should I add Luke Skywalker?
Yeah, you love Luke. I love
Or
Luke.
add Mark Hamill, maybe.
Mark Hamill.
That's
Yeah,
a
let's
respect
add
on his
Mark.
name, yeah. I think he's got to be near the top.
Yeah,
Who have we got near
honestly,
the top at the moment?
I would say probably above Brian Butterfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just about, yeah. I think
Speaking of Brian, I think Brian's
think
coming in a little bit later.
yes, yeah. I think level with Michael Caine.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Let's put him. You could put him above Michael Caine if you like.
No.
Michael would get upset. Though.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he's coming in later, so I don't. Yeah, we shouldn't.
Right. Okay. Lovely. So we've got Jar Jar Binks in the trash bin at the bottom, and then we've got Mark Hamill just on the same level as Michael Caine.
Perfect. Now we mentioned it briefly earlier, but
Ooh.
The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about the Disney Plus shows.
We are. So we've got.
And some of the animation stuff as
yeah,
well,
we'll
which
talk about all
I'm
of
less well versed in, if I'm honest. But
So the animated ones, we've got the Clone Wars, we've got Rebels, and then we've got the new one that they did that I
Bad
haven't
Batch,
watched.
yeah.
Oh yeah, no, and then they've got there's like
Oh,
Resistance. I haven't
yeah.
watched that, so I can't give
Yeah.
you opinion. And then
Stars
live
of Isaac,
actions.
so I reckon I'd bloody love it.
I love that one. That's my favourite. We've
whatever.
got and then we've got Mandalorian 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Andor season 1, season 2 coming out soon. Ahsoka. Is there anything else? Kenobi.
Yeah.
Is that it? Book of Boba Fett. Fitting that we
Yeah.
forgot that one. That's it.
That was our opening. Wasn't that our opening cold open as well for the whole series? This is a full circle moment.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, The Mandalorian is my favourite.
For sure. It's season 3 did go downhill.
Mm.
Season 1 is
Each
great.
individual episode is great. I remember finishing it. Apart from the episode 3 where they go to Coruscant and it's weird and they do the mind.
Yeah.
I find it made me a little bit uncomfortable. I didn't like that episode. Felt like a bit of a departure that we didn't really have time for in that series. I think, even though I'm not an expert on the whole Mandalore backstory and things like that. Yeah.
Luckily for you, I am.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if I had any questions, I go to you. And I liked episode 3, season 3 rather. I think it does lose its focus.
The main problem, I think, is that it you're right, it loses its focus and it does filler episodes that we don't have time for. The episode with Jack Black and Lizzo, it's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine and it makes sense, but the fact that it's the almost the penultimate episode of that season,
Yeah.
when we've had these really high stakes for the rest of the season, is insane. If that was at the beginning, I don't think people would have had a problem with it. It's just that
Yeah.
the next episode they go to Mandalore.
It takes a while to do stuff in that show, I think. It's weird. The start of the series moves very fast. You're like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, we're already on Mandalore. Like they go through and they find that weird spider droid.
I think
But there's
it's
things that
yeah.
kind of happen, and you're like, oh, that's whiz past, and then we somehow have time for a Jack Black episode, which is like you say, I enjoyed that episode. It's fun.
It's got
And,
battle droids
yeah.
back. It's got cool things. It's got what's Doc from Back to the Future's name? Christopher Lloyd in, isn't it? Like brings up the Separatists again. It's all cool stuff, but yeah, it just kind of it
It's
falls a
oddly
little
paced,
flat.
yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's maybe the problem with the show in season 1 is very ground level. It's there's this.
I think
this
it might still be
thingy.
my favorite. I think because
Yeah.
season 2, great episodes.
I think it's just got. A
But
bit
I think
too much.
the only reason I'm not as fond on season 2 as others is because I'm not an expert again with the Clone Wars stuff, and they
Yeah.
bring in Bo-Katan and things from that side, which I think is great. I'm very happy they did that. But season 1, I think, is just it feels more
It's
bold. It's
secluded,
like,
isn't it? Yeah.
this is all for the first time. It's the first Star Wars series we'd had in live action. I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah, it felt bold. It was really the flagship release for Disney Plus. It got that whole
It
platform.
really was, wasn't it? It was the flagship show. It was
They
the
pinned everything on it.
Mandalorian. Yeah.
And the fact that we didn't get Disney Plus in the UK till March. if
No,
not
I
later,
remember
which is
watching
mad.
that one illegally. I think. Openly admit that on the podcast. I remember watching that online because we couldn't access it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I remember for ages throughout the first lockdown, I borrowed my mate's Disney Plus account, which was shameless. I watched all the Pixar films, all the Star Wars films, all the Marvel films on their account.
Just binged the whole thing.
I had a little profile and everything. Absolutely shameless. Anyway, the Mandalorian's still the favorite for me. I just like the first series is a bit. again, I've said conviction so many times in this podcast, but it's the first time they do it, and it stands alone on its own, whereas the other things feels more like it's leaning back on other stuff.
And it 100% is, because they bring in all the characters, yeah. Other shows, you haven't seen that many of them fully, right? Andor, you haven't watched
Seen
fully?
Andor.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Seen Kenobi. I've missed Ahsoka. I've heard
Yeah.
good things, but I thought I'd leave it until I've
Yeah.
caught up with the Clone Wars, which may never happen. But
The thing is, Ahsoka
Yeah.
is so reliant on
my brother
watching-
watched it, and he's not seen any of the Clone Wars, I don't think, aside from maybe 10 episodes.
Yeah, I
so
think you can watch it and understand what's going on, but I think
Yeah.
you'd have so much more appreciation.
it's also
for
like
it.
Rebels. I need to watch that all as
Yeah.
well. So
I mean, Rebels is probably more important than Clone Wars for Ahsoka, so...
yeah, it's a difficult
Um,
one.
But there's some great stuff in that, really great stuff. And that's obviously all leading into the Dave Filoni show, the Dave Filoni film that they're doing, along with Mando. I believe it's all going to culminate into a huge film, which basically is going to be Grand Admiral Thrawn's return and stuff. I think, which is a villain from like Legends material, which is really cool. Andor is great, and it upsets me that Andor doesn't get more praise. Like, it gets praise on the level that people say this is the best Star Wars show, but it just wasn't watched as much as Mando or anything like that. But it's great. Stellan Skarsgård is really good in that as well.
I like it. I think it's maybe given too much credit. I think it's a little bit overrated myself.
Interesting.
I went to Star Wars Celebration last year, and they played an episode of it, I think, or parts of it, and they had the director and even Cassian Andor's actor came out.
Yeah.
It was cool. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was good. It's the show that I sort of watched a few episodes of. I sort of felt a bit behind, and then left it for a couple of weeks. Heard that it got really good towards the end. I was like, oh well, I'll catch up then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
It's an interesting one. It's very unique and obviously so grounded and gritty and things. But people say, oh, there were so many amazing monologues in it, and I don't know if maybe I'm just not understanding the monologues as much as I should. But the thing with the actor you just mentioned,
Stellan
sorry, yeah,
Skarsgård.
his moment where he's like, how much have I sacrificed? Everything or something. People are like, this is the best thing Star Wars has ever said.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, I get that.
he's just saying that
At the
he's
end.
sacrificed a lot, really. If you boil down what he's actually saying, like he says a lot of metaphorical and like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of long words in it and stuff. And he sounds very impassioned and in fire, Yeah,
There's 12
I don't know.
episodes, and I think 12 is a bit much.
yeah.
I think it's 12, sorry. I'm not 100%. But there's essentially, they're like, they're sort of in 3 episode things, aren't they? It's like 1 arc, 2
Yeah.
arc, 3 arc, 4 arc.
I have to admit as well, I got a bit of the ick at Star Wars Celebration because at one point they started doing the march where they're like, one way out, and there was a load of them dressed up in the prisoner outfits.
Oh no.
And then they started a march out of the hall where they had an Andor talk, an Andor panel, I think. Started a march out, doing this chant all through the London Excel Centre, and people started joining in, and we were clapping and cheering. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, that
I was there on my own. I was like, guys, this is a bit.
bit much.
I don't want because I love Star Wars. I love films as much as the next guy, but I thought it was a little bit cringy.
Yeah, I mean, for you to get the ick over
Yeah.
something as well. I don't-
It was just like it's not very cool outfits. You're wearing prisoner outfits, and you're just
Yeah.
like it's not like I get it. It's the collective
Yeah,
empowerment, but
but-
you're just saying one way out. Like, it's 3 very simple words,
The-
3 letter words. It's not that cool, guys. Like I don't know. Yeah.
No, that's right.
They're gonna come for me now. They're gonna say one way out to your grave, mate.
Yeah, they're going to be banging on your door in their
Oh,
uniforms.
no. I can't swim.
Oh, can't swim. Okay, go
Andy
on.
Serkis as well. Dual rolling.
Yeah, not many people that get that, I don't think. Chance to be 2 major characters.
I have been every voice inside your head.
Inside your head. What other show is there? Sorry. Oh, Book of
Book of
Boba
Boba
Fett.
Fett.
I think the less said about that, the better, Adam. Move on.
Some great episodes. Probably the ones with that Boba Fett.
Yeah.
I just Tamora Morrison, great actor. Love the guy. Very charismatic. I don't like his Boba Fett.
No, I don't either.
I don't like
don't
seeing him
think he
without the
fits it.
helmet on. It's not as cool. It's so
Remove
Oh, I like-
all of that mystery,
it's
all
the
of
mystique.
that
It's the
coolness.
coolness. It's the silence. I don't like it when he talks, and he still doesn't talk. But now he's just uninteresting, and he doesn't look cool. He just looks scarred and a
Old
little bit.
New Zealand man. Like, it's not cool. I'm not going to lie.
And
like,
none of the side characters are cool. They're like the
No.
stupid bikers, the silly little.
The bike chase. Mate, that is
Wookiee is
so
bad as
bad.
well.
Yeah, we get like the huts, which is a cool concept, and I like the huts, but they didn't do anything with it.
Sort of strip club that he owns.
Yeah, Fennec Chan's kind of cool, but
I guess.
I think it's such a misstep of a series. It's so sad
Yeah.
because that is the thing that people have been begging for since 1983. They were like, we want a Boba Fett film. We want to see Boba Fett survive. We want to see Boba Fett.
I think it's totally overhype. That's what it is,
It is,
really.
yeah.
But yeah, it's. I don't like that show.
No,
really that much.
Danny Trejo though is Rancor look after man.
Yeah.
Random.
In fact, I was thinking this the other day. The only series I've rewatched is The Mandalorian.
I rewatched them all when I did my Star Wars bash through.
You rewatched all the
Yeah,
shows.
all the
Wow.
Apart from Boba Fett, sorry. Boba Fett's the only one I didn't rewatch.
Wow. Kenobi, how do you think of that?
So
second round?
the last, I think it's 6 episodes, isn't it? And the last 3 together are great and really work well. And that final 2 episodes is really good, but the setup with the first sort of 3 aren't as good. I think it would have
layer and
worked better
stuff.
as a film. I think it would have worked better as a
Yeah.
2-hour film rather than a 3.5-hour TV show.
Sure.
And the Grand Inquisitor looks stupid. Why didn't they get Jason Isaacs back for that? That's insane.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Yeah.
But Ewan McGregor's great. It's got its merit, and the fact they did young Luke and young Leia, I love. I actually think it's really cool. But TV shows other than Mando, bit of a miss, I think.
Yeah.
But The Acolyte coming out very soon. Trailer dropped the other day. Maybe what kind of inspired us to do this little Star Wars ramble, but yeah.
A couple. Yeah, I've only seen it a couple times, I think. But it looks good.
It looks good. It
Loads
looks
of
fun.
Jedi.
Loads of Jedi. It's what we want.
Brightly coloured lightsabers.
Yeah,
Can't
different
really complain
coloured.
too much. Yeah.
You've seen the whole lightsaber whip thing.
Yeah.
So obviously it's
Yeah.
based on, isn't
Kinky.
it? Yeah. I've got myself one of those. Is it based on the High Republic?
When are they selling them at
comics?
Galaxy's Edge?
There's a secret back room in the cantina you have to go to. So you buy the Imperial handcuffs and the lightsaber whip. But it'd be really cool to see these different colour lightsabers, different kind of thing, all these Jedi, a different age, something not connected to the Skywalkers. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's exciting to have a bit of history to Star Wars because I think when you actually step back,
It's all in magazine
yeah.
and book and stuff. And
it's
that's
over
not
like
for
maybe
everyone.
50, 60 years. That's
Yeah.
about it. Which I quite like. I think it might feel a little bit overwhelming because I do find that again with Marvel with all the timelines there. I don't like it when things are too wide scoped. And this is what stresses me out about where I know Dune's going. It kind of it's
Well, yeah.
really
Is it like the book
it's like centuries. It spans
between
millennia.
Dune and Messiah? Is it not
That's I think
15, 20 years?
Yeah.
Isn't it? And then Messiah to whatever is like 1,000 years,
Yeah.
and then from that book to the next is like 10,000 years.
it's too much. It's
It's
too
so
much.
silly.
When it becomes incomprehensible, I really struggle. But
Can't wait to see Big
we'll see.
Sandworm King.
Yeah. The Acolyte. I saw some of the cast again at Star Wars Celebration, and they all seemed lovely. They all seemed very passionate about it, and from what they said, like seeing Jonas Suotamo, I think that's his name, the guy who plays Chewbacca, he's playing a Wookiee Jedi, which would be cool.
Yeah.
And I just remember them saying, "Yes, it's a Wookiee Jedi," and he just kept saying that over on repeat. I'm like, "Yeah, it's cool," and like people were lapping it up.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
Well, let's do one final segment, I suppose. Oh my god. Can you hear that?
Can you hear the screeching
What
of
is-
the TIE fighters?
What is that? Listeners, sorry, you'll have to...
We have to dart off. We think there's...
There's an Imperial Star Destroyer just docked above Bournemouth. Sorry, guys.
We'll be back in a moment.
We'll try and get a couple of people to come in and just look after the pod for a bit. Hang on. We just need to go suss this out.
Hello, Michael.
Hello. You're not Alfie Walker.
I'm Brian.
I came in for Kane's Corner. What on earth's this?
Where are you from? A different planet? You sound a bit funny.
Don't you know who I am? I'm Michael Caine. Michael Caine.
Ah, yes. I think I saw you in that Batman film.
Yes, yeah, that's right. I play Alfred Pennyworth. Batman's.
Oh, I thought you played Batman. No worries.
I wish. If I was younger, although even as an old man, I could still play a better Batman than you, Muggins. What's your name?
I'm Brian Butterfield.
Brian
Butterfield
Watfield.
Enterprises.
Wow, that sounds impressive, sir.
I do many business adventures.
Like what?
The Buttertendo, the Butterfield Diet Plan, the Butterfield Detective Agency. Many different things.
Right. Okay. Well, let's just. Should we do Kane's Corner together? I think the boys, as they ran out, I actually finally got to see Adam, which is for nice ones. But the boys said that we can cover the podcast for the next 2 minutes.
Only 2. I speak slower than that, so it might be a bit longer.
Okay, mate. Well, don't strain yourself. Right. So we're going to read a little bit of Star Wars. Okay. I will play the role of Anakin Skywalker. And Mr. Butterfield, you will play.
It's fine. You can call me Brian.
Are you sure? Brian Butterfield. Brian. Okay. You will play the role of Brian Obi-Wan.
I'm sorry, Michael. I can't quite find the script.
Are you ready?
That's a really good impression of me. Lovely, Michael.
Thank you. Right. But now we're going to do the final straw scene from Revenge of the Sith. Are you ready, Brian?
Yes.
You turned her against me.
No, you've done that yourself.
You will not take her from me.
Your anger and your lust for power have already done that. You have allowed this Dark Lord to twist your mind until now. You have become the very thing you swore to destroy.
Don't lecture me, Obi-Wan. I see through the lies of the Jedi. I do not fear the dark side as you do. I have brought peace, freedom, justice, and security to my new empire.
Your new empire?
Don't make me kill you.
Anakin, my allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy.
If you're not with me, then you are my enemy.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must.
You will try. And scene. Thank you, Mr. Butterfield, for being my scene partner.
You're welcome, Michael. I loved acting alongside you.
It was a pleasure, as always. Now, I think the movie and up boys are coming back any minute now. So let's skedaddle and make haste before they realise we've done a little bit of podcasting ourselves.
Don't worry, guys. Wasn't an invasion from
False
another
alarm.
planet.
False alarm. It was just a Toyota Yaris.
Starting the engine. Yeah. Classic.
So all good. No Imperial takeover from Vader or otherwise.
I hope that Brian and Michael managed to keep the podcast going while we were.
Yeah, I'm sure they did a great job. I trust those guys with my life. I heard. Well, it was actually nice though just to see Michael Caine for once because I always miss him.
Just saw him in the corridor quickly.
It's a shame. Like we were both crying because I was fearing the end of the world really. So I was like, Michael, just fucking take over, mate. And he said, yeah, he was like, yeah, all right, I'll give it my best go, is what he said. That's my Michael Caine impression.
Bit weird that both Brian Butterfield and Michael Caine were walking down the Bournemouth University Weymouth House building corridor, but
I guess they just done a guest lecturer for the media and communications courses.
Maybe, yeah. Brian was probably doing it for the acting or the business course.
The business seminar, yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And Michael Caine was just, well, he's retired now, so he's just doing
eating sausages and smoking cigars. Yeah,
just making a little showing his face. Yeah, lovely. Well, this brings us to the end of Moving Up, episode 15. Can't believe we're on episode 15 already.
Right.
We are going like the clappers.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we are. I'm shocked. Episode 15. It's a nice little fit in the road. I feel like we're going strong. Please email in or give us a message on any kind of social media. So our email is @movieonuppod@gmail.com and the Instagram is also @movieonuppod and the TikTok is @movieonup.
There we go.
Give us a message. Tell us your thoughts on Star Wars. Give us some topics, anything about the podcast. We'd love to hear from you. Today's is a bumper, rambly episode, but I feel like Star Wars deserved a bit of a talking point.
Star Wars deserves its time.
It does.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, this podcast episode started. Yeah, loved it. Loved this one. It was good fun. Nice. It's always nice to talk about Star Wars, as long as people aren't getting up in arms about the woke brigade on Twitter. But yeah, thankfully, none of that on this podcast. So, great stuff. Thank you very much, co-host Alfie.
Thank you very much, Adam Barlow. What we talk about next time? This is a way too long in the future, actually.
Yeah, God, I don't know.
Probably.
We'll see. Kung Fu Panda 4 is not even out yet when we're recording this. There's that Kong and Godzilla film. I don't know.
Potentially. Oh, probably the Amy Winehouse thing will be the next thing we talk about. So that'll probably be the next one that we have a chat about on the podcast. But for now, thank you very much for listening.
Thank you. Like, subscribe, share, follow,
hit like,
rate,
hit subscribe, and like.
Yeah, love it.
Bye.
See you soon.